A lot of people look at busking like, oh, as a lowly thing. Oh, why are you on the train, begging? I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, hey, again, here's some music. I want to give you some good energy and, make you feel good. The original song, kind of working on it, it's called Catch a Vibe. And here we go. Hope you feel good about it. Here we go. It's time to free your mind. You don't gotta follow their rules, just to make them comfortable. Don't give a damn what they say. You're the only one who's got to see you every day. That's why I say do what's right for you and you can find your way. Oh, you can find your way. Oh, to a peaceful place. Oh, you can find your way. Oh, to a peaceful place. Hey, catch the vibe, catch the vibe. Oh, come alive, come alive. Catch the vibe, catch the vibe. Come alive.
My ex-boyfriend had died, and I got the call and was told when the funeral date was going to be, and I wanted to come here for the funeral. He started singing, and I just was in no mood. I was sad, I was depressed, my friend had died, and I just didn't know how I was going to go on the next couple of days. Eddy pulled me out of my fog. He was singing this song that I heard my mother sing when I was a kid. And I started humming with him and vibing with him as he sang. And it seemed like nobody else really cared on the train. And so I just felt like he deserved some extra attention. So I just was watching him sing and bobbing along to it. And when I got off, he got off. And he was like, hey, thanks. And I didn't have a lot of money in my pocket or whatever. I think I had a quarter, and I gave him a quarter and was like, keep doing what you're doing. You're a good singer. And we ended up exchanging Facebooks so that I could follow his music. And I think that had to be the best thing that happened to me that entire month.
King.
You can tell me what your thoughts were when after hanging out for 2 days, I tell you I'm pregnant. And a month or two pregnant. I'm 4 or 5 months pregnant.
Okay, I didn't believe you at first. And then, I knew it wasn't mine.
I didn't believe you.
I did feel a feeling of is she ready for this?
My mother was having a hard go at things, and so my grandmother adopted me. I just wasn't keeping up on myself the way I should have. And I had no cares about keeping up with myself because there was just nothing for me to keep up with myself for. I was drinking, smoking, having a good grand old time. The only thing I did that probably was any good then was work. And I just worked to make money so I could eat and live the way I was living. But even my friends didn't want to be around me because of the situations I would put myself in. So then I found out I was pregnant with King, and I was like, all right, well, let me take a step back and let me change what I'm doing.
You gonna put it right here? Right here?
We can walk around, it doesn't matter. He's gonna take off.
I remember the day that Kingston was born, Keyara calling me, and I mean, for a first-time mother and a young mother and a single mother, for her to call me, one of the people that she calls is me, to tell me, hey man, Kingston's born, and Like, and I was also one of the people that she was asking about, like, what she named.
If it wasn't for King, I don't know that I would have moved, and I definitely don't know that I'd be sitting here talking to you, because I probably would have just kept drinking and smoking until, you know, my life was gone.
I think that Keyara, based on things that have happened that she's gone through in her life with her family, that King is somebody that's just like, she knows he's always gonna be there, and her her father wasn't in her life, and King, like, this is just me as outside looking in. I think that King, obviously he's her son and he's everything to her, and she's gonna like try to be everything to him. But I do appreciate the fact that she's like she's there. Like, she's not like, why doesn't he have money? She's like, we're gonna do this together. So I go by the Ace Kid. It's kind of a reference to me busking in the subway. Busking, it gives you, like I said, an immediate reaction, immediate eyes and attention on whatever you're trying to promote. I think that's really important because music is so important to us. It's everywhere. It's just sounds and rhythmic things going on all day. On top of being, something unexpected that you didn't, know you might like, it's also a time to reminisce. Like, I do like TLC's Waterfalls or like Georgie Porgy, and a lot of people like they remember where they were when they first heard that song. So I just like to give people, a good feeling. I need just more money to pay for a music video or pay for studio time and all of that. Now it's time to free your mind, you don't gotta follow their rules just to make them comfortable. Don't give a damn what they say, you're the only one who's got to see you every day. Music is a driving force in my life. It's something that's cathartic and uplifting for me. It's like a friend, basically. It's like something that counsels me, helps me think, helps me just get through life and my emotions and sort things out. I heard Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. This is in Buffalo, New York. So I was in the family room and I heard the song, and this feeling just came over my whole body. It was like, an entire body experience. It was just like, it was just an escape for me. It was very much something that I could just experience that took my mind away from things that were going on. Like, I didn't see my mom for like a year or so, maybe more than that, after my parents divorced. So, and we were like very close to our mom when we were little. When I put that song out and I promote it properly and do a video for it, depending on the response, that could take me away from singing in the subway as much or at all, depending on the response, that people have to it. I might get more gigs and all of that, so that I need to sing in the subway less. Knowing that the amount of money he's made from 2016 to now has decreased, I definitely think that like a part-time job or a side hustle besides busking is in order. I know he doesn't want to work like that because being an artist myself, nobody wants to be in a box. I don't want to stop going busking. I do want to do venues though, but I need another stream of income. But busking again has allowed me to like meet people, and it brings me resources through meeting people and getting to know people and becoming friends. New York is an expensive place to live, but it is the city of
enthusiasm. Everybody comes here with a dream and with talent, and we all want to make it. But it's especially hard to be young because you're still trying to hone your craftsmanship. On top of that, being black, you then have to prove yourself. So it's like 4 times as hard. Because being black, you have to work twice as hard. Being young, you have to work twice as hard.
Eddy, I don't feel the throwback to the old school. This is Fleetwood Mac.
People just look at busking as, in general, a lot of people look at busking like, oh, as a lowly thing. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, hey, again, here's some music. I want to give you some good energy and, make you feel good.
I picked it up like that first to go. And, just a little test. And I picked it up and it sizzled me immediately. And I put it down because I was like, what I'm not going to do is drop this hot cocoa. It's too good. The cocoa's too good. But yeah, I sizzled my shit up all over here. One of my favorite things about Eddy is his smile. I absolutely adore that smile of his. I feel like it's so rare that African American men show pleasant emotion, and I feel like we don't talk about it enough as a society. But boys are happy too, and I love when he smiles. You don't just smile at anybody, so it just melts my heart. As far as a long-term relationship, I have been speaking to Eddy about that, and we've come to our own little agreement. But I think that it's how I was raised and the values that I have that make it work, because growing up, my grandmother worked, and I don't have a grandfather. And then watching my mother with her partner, she still struggled. So I know that I never went without, and that a man never had to do for me to have. So as far as that notion, not to say that it wouldn't be nice for a guy to take care of me, but to say that I don't need a guy to take care of me. And if I need something to get done for me or for King, it's going to get done regardless. I like to have Eddy around. So I'd prefer for it to be a I want you around than a I need you around.
She puts in a lot to get food for both of us. My two biggest bills are my rent and my car note. Even though my car is not even in New York, it's in PA. My family uses it because they don't have another car at the moment. So it's like the family car for it. But I need money for that and my rent. That's the two biggest things. Then phone and food. So when I'm busking, I meet a lot of people. So videographer, director, another musician, whatever, dancer. I meet so many people doing it, and I wouldn't have a lot of opportunities that I've taken advantage of if I wasn't busking. Last October, I think, and this guy, he walks by me, I'm singing, and he's like, hey, you sound good, man. I might have an opportunity for you. So he ended up sending me 2 tracks, like maybe a week later or whatever, and I heard them, and I liked both of them. So one of them, I ended up writing a song to it that night, like the night that he sent it to me. So, and that's gonna be one of the songs on my first album.
Hey, Eddy.
Hey, so
What's going on, man? Cool.
So Carlos is somebody that I always look to. We talk about music a lot. That's most of what we talk about. Be it old music, that we both enjoy, or stuff that we're working on. So I'll let him hear. I don't let a lot of people hear my music because it's not out and it's not ready yet. But I look to him as someone whose opinion I value highly. And maybe some of what he does, it might be on my album, or if not this particular album, maybe a future one. But he's always somebody that's makes stuff that I find real beauty in, and I want to be a part of that.
Oh baby, hey, nah, that's really dope. So when did you do this? What's the name of this? Or did you just dated it?
I did it back in April, and I haven't really done much with it.
Oh, so it could be called April.
when I get my album done, are you kidding me? That'll be like what? Like that'll be. I'm trying to like explain. It's hard to explain, but I would be. I don't know. I'd be elated. I would be.
You over the moon?
Yeah, that would be up to that point. That would probably be like what I would consider the best day of my life.
Right.
It's like a painting. When you look at a painting, there's all these different aspects and different parts of a painting that make it what you see as the full picture. So when you're making an album, it's the same thing. You want your album to. It doesn't have to be a concept album, but it can be. But you want the songs to somehow relate to each other, in theme and sound or just feeling. We're pretty like open in our conversations, and honest. So I told her that I wasn't sure that I was ready to be, basically be a father right now, and because I would rather sort of tell her that than like try to act like I am and then not, and then like be confusing. He's only 1 now, so I think when he gets older, it'll be more confusing than it would be like now.
I definitely want to see him succeed. However it shapes up, I want to see him succeed. I want to see him happy with the final product that is his artwork and his music.
I want to make music, so I want to have money left over after I'm done paying those bills to apply to music-related things. My name is Eddy Adams. We're gonna try an original joint for you guys.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
It's time to free your mind. You don't gotta follow their rules just to make them comfortable. Oh no, no.